Hi guys, so it seems not long after the ending of the Northern Ireland Sausage War, by kicking the can of the grace period down the road, the UK government has now fired the first shot in the next Brexit battle, the water war. Now this is a letter that was sent on the 2nd of July by George Eustice, the Secretary of State for the Environment, to the European Commission's Director General for Health and Food Safety. Basically what this letter is about is saying, we're no longer willing to recognise water sent from the European Union into the UK or part of the UK. Now, let me state from the beginning here, I'm no fan of bottled water. I'm part of an organisation called Plastic Free, and we spend our weekends from time to time picking up rubbish, plastic in particular, along the seashore and in the countryside. So I'm not a fan of bottled water. I would prefer to see it eliminated where possible. But let's see what this letter is about. So it says here, Dear Ms. Galina, after the end of the transition period, Directive 2009-54 EC no longer applies to the United Kingdom, with the exception of the United Kingdom in respect to Northern Ireland. Of course, remember, Northern Ireland is still part of the single market, the European single market. So this directive, this European directive, still applies to Northern Ireland, but not the rest of the UK, Great Britain. As you are aware, the UK government legislated to roll over the recognition of all existing recognised EU natural mineral waters at the end of the transition period for a period of 6 months. I am therefore serving you notice of the cessation of the accreditation of the established EU recognised mineral waters, natural mineral waters, which will cease in England from January the 7th, 2022, in accordance with the Natural Mineral Water, Spring Water and Bottled Water England Regulations 2007, Regulation 9A. So we're no longer recognising your mineral water from next year. As a consequence, all natural mineral waters which obtained their recognition in or by the EU member state will no longer be authorised for import into England as natural mineral waters, unless they are recognised as such by a responsible authority of the United Kingdom, with the exception of Northern Ireland. So if you want to export your mineral water into Great Britain, it needs to be recognised by Great Britain. Now, why is he doing this? This is the Brexit mentality once again. We need to punish the EU because, well, we're no longer part of the EU. And we're going to punish EU businesses directly, and we're going to punish UK consumers indirectly. Because who benefits from this? Nobody, apart from Brexiteers maybe, because Brexiteers will claim some victory here. Who loses out? Well, EU exporters, if they want to continue to export into Great Britain this mineral water, they'll have to apply for a recognition certificate or whatever. But who also loses out is British consumers. And I've said this before. A consequence of Brexit is less choice. We're seeing the impact already, where not directly from legislation coming from Brexit, but we're seeing the consequences of Brexit, where people in supermarkets are finding less and less choice when it comes to fresh fruit and vegetables. A lot of these fresh fruit and vegetables have to be imported from the EU. When it comes to bottled water, once again, I'm not a fan of bottled water, but if you're a consumer of bottled water, you prefer to have a bigger choice available. That choice is going to get smaller and smaller because of legislation the UK government has decided to impose. Once again, who's benefiting? Almost nobody. Brexiteers are benefiting, if you call this a benefit, a political benefit. But in real terms, no one is benefiting. EU companies who want to export into the UK can't, and British consumers who want a selection when they go to the supermarket will see that selection getting smaller and smaller. Now, from an environmental point of view, I would support this, but this is not driven for green reasons. This is driven, of course, for political reasons. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?